Yeah, thank you very much. Hello, also from my side. I have the honor to today present you a little bit about AgXeed, not too old company, which was founded in 2018. And I brought you some Dutch fields. So I think Theophil had some Romanian fields. He said it was quite close to Dutch. We also have a river. And this is a little bit also the starting point. So I will go in the middle. Good. Because fields are different, field shapes, field sizes are different. We can see also, this is actually the first prototype driving there. So this is very early days. Because this has been a flooded area, that it's also quite wet. So we are able to drive there with our machine, which I will show you in a bit, also in these very challenging circumstances. We had a lot of talks today, and also, I think the thought train is going into a similar direction, and we tend to put that in a slide, and we say, okay, where do we come from? Like, we are coming from a very agriculture-intensive era. Like, I don't know if all of us remember that when we were plowing with an ox, but that's where we were. We had a lot of labor, also in agriculture. A lot of people were working in agriculture, but that obviously changed. So we had to introduce mechanization. Also liquid like fertilizer, artificial fertilizer, and these kind of things increased productivity by a lot because we had to feed more people with less workforce in agriculture, basically. And what we've seen today, I think, is also that we see that this kind of increase in productivity is not sustainable in a certain sense. So we see it's also coming all down to the soil. We need resilient soil. Without resilient soil, we don't have the plants and everything. I think I'm not telling you anything new. So this is also a little bit the starting point of AgXeed, and we thought, okay, where can we start? Where is agriculture right now, and what can be the future? So it was not me, so it's not my invention in that sense. But those four guys, the founders, they got together, drank a couple of beers in a small shed, and had some ideas of how to design the next generation of agricultural equipment, especially like a device that can carry standard implements in agriculture. So this is a little bit the history. I'm just going to skim through it quite quickly. So founded in 2018, 2019 they were building up the first prototypes. This is what you can see down here. 2020 it was kind of clunky. And then 2021, that's when I joined the company, we started with the first in-field demos because that is where we belong. We belong in the field with the farmers. We need the feedback from the market to see and to develop the machines that are actually needed in the market. Good. Yeah. So just a brief history. So in 2022, we delivered the first commercially sold AgBot that is actually in the neighborhood. And just on a Christmas party in the Netherlands last year, that AgBot hit the 5,000 hour mark. That is also quite a remarkable milestone. Moved to another facility. And yeah, currently we do have two main products. Like one is the AgBots. We have like 4 different models actually, but I'm going to go into detail only on one model, and we have a system that is also assisting to make a tractor basically autonomous. How does it work? So we have a platform, an online platform, where all the pre-planning takes place and where all the intelligence sits. And if you paid attention, in the beginning it was like the complexity is going down, because actually an AgBot on the left side is actually much less complex than a standard tractor with all the cabs and the displays and everything in it. So we reduce the complexity on the machine, and we put that intelligence and computation power into the cloud, because that's where it needs to live, because it's going so fast that the time, for example, like a terminal on a tractor gets into the market, it's already outdated. So we need to take advantage of the technology and of the fast advancing technology that there is. And of course, we still need to have hardware in the field to work the soil. Otherwise, it's not going to work in agriculture for sure. So those are the two things we are combining. And if you can have an AgBot that is running fully autonomously on the field, there's also the idea and the possibility to use that planning capabilities to also put that on a tractor. So we are now also able to steer a tractor in autonomy mode, but there's one downside to it, at least currently, is that there still needs to be a driver on the machine for safety reasons. But still that has quite some advantages. You can pre-plan your field, you can have much more efficient plannings. If the drivers are less experienced, you can ensure like a decent working quality. Yes, so this is the machine we introduced last year. A lot of standard components that you also know from a standard tractor, but stripped down by the cab, and a lot of parts that a tractor has are not there anymore, basically. And I'm not going to go into the details, but because I saw I only have 3 minutes left. I would rather show you a couple of use cases. So this has been from this week, actually, in Romania. So we've done some seedbed preparation, strip tillage, that is the smaller model. Potato planting, that is from last week, Saturday, actually. And the day before yesterday, we also put a planter in operation. So as you see, this is like a very versatile tool carrier, so you can put all kinds of implements on it. You can apply conservative or like conventional agriculture with it, but of course the goal is to go more and more into the regenerative direction. One last example I want to give you. This is more like from the vegetable world. So this is a so-called laser weeder, which is shooting weeds with a laser, and this is kind of a revolution that's also currently going on because we don't have any mechanical interference with the crop, and also we don't have any kind of chemical interference with the crop. So that is quite an advanced technology, but it's quite slow, so it has also quite an advantage of doing that fully autonomously. With that, I'm closing, and I hope I could show you that autonomy is there, it works today, and the question is if you are ready for it. And we're outside together with our distribution partner Nick for Romania, so that is also a good example of a strong collaboration between like a Romanian and a Dutch company. Thank you.